Hi guys, I've just been cleaning the gerbils out today, so I've just finished doing the girls' side of the tank, so now the boys are being cleaned out. So right now they're in the bath, just playing while I clean their tank out. So as you can see, there is chinchilla sand everywhere because they've been having a sand bath and they decided it would be fun to kick it all out. So I'll insert a clip at the end of them actually having the sand bath, as it's pretty much over now. But I thought I'd take this opportunity to make a requested video on uses of sand with gerbils, and it was requested by Gerbils ABC, so I'll put their link just below to their YouTube channel. So first of all, in the bath I've just got these tea towels down, and this is to make it a bit more comfortable for them, so it's not really slippery for them to run around on. Then I have their little cave, so it's somewhere for them to hide if they want to, and that's normally in their tank. Then I have some toilet roll tubes, and I have this corn cob, which is from Pets at Home. Both the girls and the boys got one to share. So they've been loving chewing on that. And this glass biscuit barrel, which is really good because it can be tipped lots of different ways and it just has chinchilla sand in. So I thought I'd just tell you quickly the uses of sand for gerbils. So down here is the chinchilla sand that I use. It's just chinchilla dusting powder, and this is a 3 kilogram bag, and it's from Pets at Home. I think it was around £4.99, but you can also buy it from other pet shops and online for various different prices and in different sizes as well, I think. But this is a pretty big bag and it does last me quite a long time. I don't reuse the sand ever, I just use it and then throw it away, and that's because I have different gerbils, so I don't want to be mixing it between all of them, because of different smells and things. I don't want to cause any fights, so it lasts me quite a long time still anyway, so I would definitely recommend getting a bigger bag if you have quite a lot of gerbils or hamsters. I used to use this as my dwarf hamsters potty, and it was quite good because they didn't take to using the potty litter from Pets at Home, so it did work quite well, but it did get quite smelly at the same time. So I'd say things that I could tell you about the uses of sand. I'd say the best use of sand for gerbils would be as a sand bath. I'll show you them here. They get a sand bath about every 1 to 2 weeks, depending, and sorry, I just covered the camera. They always definitely get a sand bath every time I clean them out, because it's something that keeps them really, it keeps them really occupied, and it's really good for their coat as well. So it's just a really good opportunity when I clean them out once a month to give them a sand bath at the same time. Good Pip. So I wouldn't recommend using any other kind of sand than chinchilla sand, because you want to make sure it's really safe for your pet in case they do ingest any or whatever. I don't find this one to be very dusty, where some people will think chinchilla dusting powder can be quite dusty, but I don't think it is as dusty as people make out. My gerbils have always been fine with it. So there's reptile sand, play sand and chinchilla sand. Chinchilla sand is always going to be the safest, but it is quite expensive to buy in a really large quantity if you were thinking of using it as a proper bedding. Obviously the cheapest is play sand, but you need to be really careful if you do consider using play sand, because children's play sand, because it can contain an ingredient called silica, and what that is it's a really toxic ingredient. I'm not even sure why it contains it or what it really does. Well, anyway, you need to look for a silica-free sand, and a lot of the time reptile sand you'll find will be silica-free. So that basically means that it's non-toxic to animals. Stop it. Stop. It's chewing a hole in it. So, I would definitely make sure that you look up the ingredients before you do buy it. And I wouldn't suggest, well, there was a time when I considered housing my gerbils entirely on sand, but after reading up about it I realised that it wasn't a very good insulator, so it's quite cold for them to live on, and also if they're living on it permanently they can get irritations in their eyes and their noses, but because they're just on it on a weekly basis, at the moment they don't get irritated from it. I think it's a good idea if you can somehow put it with another kind of bedding, if it's separated so it doesn't get mingled in together, then they have the opportunity to get away from it. But if you wanted to incorporate it in your cage as their potty or as a sand bath, then you could do that. So that's basically all that I have to say. But also, stop. What is it with that bit? Also, the other thing about sand, and that's any kind of sand, it's not that really that absorbent after a while. So if you're using it as a potty, it's not going to get rid of the smell. It's probably going to be quite smelly unless you change it pretty much every day. It's not going to do anything for the smell, so if you had it in your cage it probably would be quite smelly. So anyway, are you digging away? Digging at nothing? Yeah, that's all I have to say on sand, using sand for your gerbils, but I hope it's helped in some way. And obviously it's completely up to you what you do decide to do, but that's just my opinion. That, come here Jack, I do think it's not a very suitable thing to keep your gerbils on 24/7, because it's just not going to be as practical as sawdust. Come on, come and say goodbye. It's being awkward. You come and say goodbye. Ooh. Come on. Say bye. Say bye, Pip. He just wants to get down and play. You gonna say bye? Come on. Come on. Say bye, Jack. He is not in the mood. Right, so I'm going to go clean them out now. I hope you've enjoyed my video and the huge mess that they've been making. So I'll be making more videos very soon on the gerbils and also updates on the budgie. So thanks for watching. Bye. So now the cages are clean. The tanks, I mean. Sorry about the lighting and the awful reflections, but that's better. And that's the girls' side. Now I'm going to go and clean Thumbelina. Having fun.